Channel 2 News continues with Chloe Beardsley's Pinpoint 2 forecast.
Good evening. Thank you for staying with us. We saw a beautiful day today here in Reno. And hey, for the short term, similar weather is going to continue. But before we get to the full forecast, I do want to show off some very gorgeous photos that were sent into our newsroom tonight. This picture was taken by Braden Everts, and he is a high school student in Fernley. Takes very gorgeous pictures. Take a look at this nice tree. Very beautiful photo. Another nice picture we had sent in to our newsroom was from Trevor Carroll. This was taken over at Demonte Ranch. Very gorgeous sunny skies. It looks like something we saw today. And then this is another picture that was taken over the weekend by our good friend Chris Cobell. He also has sent in another picture of the very cloudy skies and windy conditions that we saw this weekend. My goodness, we saw very gusty conditions. Another very fun photo that we had sent in. One of my personal favorites was sent in by Michael Tripp. Now, this is of his wife's dog, Chica, and she was really excited today because she saw a few raccoons running through the yard. Good day to be walking your dog. Good day to be out with the dog. Well, playing with the raccoons, I guess. If you have some fun viewer photos that you would like to send in, you can find me on Facebook and we will get those on the air for you. You can also send those into Mike Alger or Jeff Martinez, and we love showing off all the beautiful locations in our area. Okay, now back to the forecast. In Tahoe, we're seeing some breezy conditions continuing. It's going to decrease later on this evening. We may see a few light winds tomorrow as well, but nothing as crazy as what we saw over the weekend. So something to look forward to. As far as what we saw earlier today, mostly clear skies in Tahoe, and that's a look at our time warp this afternoon. So not a lot of change. Very light winds continued, and we can expect that actually to continue as well. We're seeing mostly clear skies for right now in Reno. Temperature sitting at right about 39 degrees. Very light winds for right now. We saw a very warm afternoon, way above our average temperature. We topped out at about 60 degrees this afternoon in Reno. So above our average, not quite our record, but certainly very warm weather for winter time. We're in the green for our burn code, so air quality is looking very good. So you're free to use those wood stoves, pellet stoves, and fireplaces. And I actually don't expect this to change anytime soon because we are going to have another system that is going to move through and mix out any of that bad air that may settle in. Now, as far as the rest of the country goes, we have some snowstorms moving through the Midwest, heading towards the northeast, as we just mentioned in the previous stories we talked about weather-wise. Now, as far as our neck of the woods go, we have a high-pressure system that's set just off of the west coast, and just above that, we have a low-pressure system that's starting to dig south. Now, that will bring some precipitation to our area. And as we take a look at the future cast, you'll see we're mostly clear, at least for the short term, before a wave of shortwave trough starts to move through the northern part of California, through the region. Not going to bring us too much precipitation right away, but by midweek, we could see a few sprinkles on the valley floor, and certainly we are going to see some of that over in the mountain areas. So good news for skiers and snowboarders, but for the short term, temperatures for tomorrow will be slightly warmer than what we saw today. So if you like the dry weather and the warm weather today, I have a feeling you're also going to like tomorrow as well. We'll take a look at some of the high temperatures. We'll see around 55 degrees over in Susanville, 55 degrees over in Truckee, 53 in Virginia City, 61 degrees in Fernley and Yerington. So it is going to be a toasty day, at least for winter time, but it's going to be cold overnight. We do have those clear skies. Overnight lows as we take a stroll through the neighborhoods, mostly in those mid and upper 20s. Tomorrow, high temperatures will be mostly in those mid and upper 50s and low 60s in some areas. Expect 50 degrees tomorrow afternoon in Tahoe. Sunny skies becoming partly cloudy later on in the afternoon. So we will see quite a bit of sunshine. Light winds will continue. And as we bring out that 7-day, we'll see pretty dry conditions, at least for the next couple of days, before a shortwave trough starts to move through the region, bringing us a slight chance of precipitation by midweek. It's going to dry up fairly quickly before the end of the work week, and we'll see mostly clouds Thursday and Friday, and then clear skies into the weekend.
Sounds like a good forecast.
Yeah, lots of variety.
Thanks, Chloe.